Everybody, it's more Balatro. I gotta admit, it's Sunday. I've been playing a little Balatro this weekend, but it's kind of been putting the boots to me. I feel like they patched it to make it more difficult, and I have absolutely no proof of that. How about Nebula deck? Start with the telescope voucher, -1 consumable slot on the red stake difficulty. So small blind gives no reward money, which means if it's skippable, it's very skippable. And then this will give me $10. I know I do this every time, but if we are able to beat this, we will receive, of course we drew the one that we discarded, we will receive a polychrome joker. Is this insane? That's insane. It's a straight flush already. We'll receive the choice of a polychrome joker, and we have the money necessary to purchase it. But first it has to appear in the shop, which means we need to burn a reroll on this one. Am I willing to burn a reroll? I'll tell you, I think I would be silly not to buy the tarot cards. There's no space! That makes sense. Okay, I'd be silly not to roll then. Oh, easy. Okay, 150 chips if your hand has 4 of a kind. That should be pretty easy to sort out. On the bright side, it is already polychrome. I gotta tell you, brother, I think this is a skip for another polychrome. A skip so we actually get some common jokers to help us out. Okay, plus 20 mult if your hand contains 4 of a kind. Is this a joke? I feel like I've lost my mind. And then this is actually, so the arm is a very controversial boss in Balatro because it can kind of torpedo your whole run. The beautiful thing about it, and I understand, by the way, you're going to look at this and say, why not fish for the 4 of a kind? Well, I think with the mults, we already get there. Not in one hand, but presumably we can get there in 2. We have a flush as well. That's very nice. Hi, Tomo. How you doing, buddy? But it's great to fight the arm on ante-2 when all of our hands are level 1 anyway. So, like, we're not stressing out about that too much. Plus 12 mult if your hand contains a straight. It's tough because we just don't know what we're fishing for. I think maybe give me an Arcana pack. Like, we haven't gotten any fixing in our deck whatsoever. There's not much point in creating 2 tarot cards. I don't really care that much about making them polychrome given the circumstances. I.e. our jokers already have some polychromeness to them. I mean, it's not the most amazing use of money that you're ever going to see. A Hermit card turning $7 into 14, but it's something. And I mean, +1 hand per round is nice. It's always nice to get the mult. I guess, you know what? I would buy it just so it gives us a little bit more flexibility, and then we could also sell it back nicely later for a little bit more money. Maybe we're not in a position to be, like, picky and choosy, you know what I mean? And there's no real reason for us to create planet cards. I mean, I know the theme of the deck is that you want to buy the card, the hand that you play most often, you want to buy that planet, but we don't really know what we're trying to make. I mean, I guess we're trying to make 4 of a kind, but that's not easy. Or maybe I should say it's easier said than done. I'll just take like a wild 9. Wild is nice. Mega Buffoon pack's kind of nice too, but are we really going to hit 5,600? I think we need jokers that actually give us some score. They don't exist. Hi, Tomo. +1 hand size at least makes it easier to get our hands. And, like, I guess I'd rather have Obelisk, but we're not really choosing to play around Obelisk right now, which most of the time necessitates playing, like, a lot of high cards so that you can then build up mult playing whatever you want to play later. But it's a tough choice, let's put it that way. And 5,600 is, like, that's not an easy score, bro. I feel like we might be better served, and maybe this kills us, but I gotta try. We have one king, 1 queen left. I feel like we have to try to get 4 of a kind just to see what this deck is capable of. Now, there's a little luck involved there, but we did also call our shot. So that obviously when we get 4 of a kind, like this pops. And you should probably be like, I don't know, here, I guess. Strength really helps us get 4 of a kind. We got lots of money. I mean, we got some great stuff, to be honest with you. Like almost everything in the shop kind of works with us right now. Let's start Mega Arcana. And I think it is a great time for Hermit. And we get to do something else. If we want to draw 4 of a kind. I mean, obviously you could Wheel of Fortune and it's fun to do it. I think we're better off like thinning our deck and then trying to create maybe like more high value cards like kings or aces. I can create 2 more queens out of this, but doesn't seem that valuable. Glass is always nice. Do we have more than 4 of anything? No. It is mighty tempting. Why not just turn you into queens and then decide like we're gonna dump jacks as they show up? And if we're gonna go queens for now, let's make the queen glass. And then like an extra consumable slot is really valuable because we start with 1. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'd rather have the polychrome. I don't think we're gonna play around that. Square Joker does kind of work with trying to fish for 4 of a kind. There is like a trade-off. Obviously, fishing for 4 of a kind is not easy. Like, we have 5 queens. Do we really have to pot commit? Like, we haven't leveled up any other planets. I kind of think we got to pot commit, bro. There's 2 aces. 5 queens. We got to draw 3 of 5 queens. Maybe you just maybe you. I know this is like where you get into trouble. I was gonna say you could play it a little bit safe. You know, if we could dump a full house, we're happy to get what we get, but also we're happy to basically have that serve as like another discard. And if we have a straight, obviously we want to give that a chance as well. So we have 3 queens. We can definitely play 4 cards. I shouldn't have played 5 earlier. I should have played 4. This at least increments the square joker. Wow, it's worth no points. Now, this is what we're talking about. Can we increment square joker 1 more time and then play 4 queens? It would be nice to not have to play the glass queen just in case it breaks, but I'm not saying we got something juicy here, but we've at least got an idea now. I do have to say your expectations as well. I'm here doing a video while my daughter is like in an activity, so this may not be a 47 to 75 minute long video where I go to ante 17 or try to. We might settle for ante 8 on this one. It's just the way that the day has shaped itself. This is exactly what we want. -1 hand size, but all cards become the same rank. We'll lose a queen in the process probably, but so be it. We lose a queen and we gain 10 threes. Now, Celestial Pack, give me more 4 of a kinds, please. I know it's probably not our most played. Oh, it is our most played, and we gotta keep it that way. All right, very interesting. Am I insane if I go for another Spectral Pack right away? Smartest play, as much as it seems like a genius move to sell all our jokers and then copy this clever joker, I think we're going to be better off adding a gold seal to a 3. We're going to be playing lots of 3s. Now, financially, obviously, we're in a tight spot. It is what it is. Give me, you know what? Play this. I understand we're going to lose a lot of money in the process here. That's just life. This increments our square joker. It's a very bad hand, but it is good in the sense that like we didn't use a discard and we get the chance to get more 3s. Now we got a good opportunity to get 4 of a kind 3s. By the way, I did turn the game speed up this weekend as well. Actually, you know what? Previously I thought we were kind of cooked. Now I think we're cooking. I like our jokers well enough. We have a little bit of scaling, albeit not much. Red seal. I'll trigger a 3 again, and you never know. Maybe we'll get like hack or something. I'm just not willing to destroy our jokers. You know, we kind of just got the engine online. 2 extra planets, one of which will be Mars. I don't know what else we tend to play pair, I guess, as well. But if anything, we might end up playing some high cards just as almost like a discard enabler. So we know that we like to discard. We got 5 of a kind, which is beautiful. I don't know if we should be spending... Basically, you're spending money to use extra, like, meaningless hands in order to increment square joker. I don't think I got the... I don't think that calculus works out nicely for us. If anything, we could dump square joker for a better flat scaling joker. I understand that what I'm saying doesn't make sense. It barely makes sense to me, by the way. In case you thought I was some kind of preternatural genius. Well, I've seen the comments. Most of you, it wouldn't take much to disabuse you of that notion. Planets and celestial packs are free? Yeah, I mean, we have enough chips from this. Don't get me wrong, +1 hand size is like not all that in a bag of potato chips, but free stuff from the shop seems awesome. Free planets especially. That gives us like some future scaling. We have no choice. I mean, this is what we're gonna play. The needle can lose you the game. We drew exactly what we needed, and even if we didn't, we probably would have gotten there on discards. Not to flaunt it, but we got something going here, okay? Rerolls are cheap. Let's start with Arcana packs, just in case we get a Hermit. Very, very common, honestly. I think... So these give chips. These give mult. We're getting 150 chips. And then the mult is getting like 20 times 1.5 times 1.5. So, okay. So it's like... Am I crazy? 20 times 1.5 is 30 times 1.5. Takes you to 45. And then the chips would be... Plus 30 extra chips. 30 extra chips. I'd rather put you on like a red seal card. I think we're better off affecting the mult... is my hunch. And then I want to see if we got a good joker. ×2 mult on a flush. I don't think we're really going erosion mode, so I think it's a skip. I'd be happy to take this. And I'm not messing with my joker setup right now. I think we got a great thing going. We got great scaling. We got good opportunities in front of us. We know our deck. And I find that in Balatro, one of the most important things is just like knowing exactly what hand you're going for and fishing for it. We're going for 4 of a kind 3s. We're structuring our entire life around making more 3s, making them easier to draw. One of the ways to do that is going to be very easy. Strength card on 2s. So you buy an Arcana pack, see what you get. No 2s. That's fine. I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it. I'm not all right with it. Because I really don't want to rank anything up then. But like, what? How many 9s do we have? We have 4 9s and 3 10s. We have 1 2. Okay, so the death card is not going to be that great on that. Let's be realistic. 2 kings, 5 queens, 2 jacks. Listen, it's like very minor. You turn your 9s into 10s. Now you got 5 10s instead of 4 9s and 3 10s. And do we want another strength card? I think we'd rather have 2 planets now that we got the space. And the planets, I'll just level with you, they didn't work out for us. I would literally rather sell them. But at least that's $2. It's not a lot, to be clear. But it is something. Next base edition Joker comes Polychrome. Can we get to 80k? It's going to be tough, but I think a Polychrome Joker could be important. So you got to get dumped. Keep the glass queen, maybe? Like, just think... Yeah, we got 3 of a... I mean, it's not... Are we really going to... How many 3s we got? We got 11 3s left. I think we have to be smart. Keep the glass for now, but you know that the way you win this run is going to be playing 4 of a kind 3s. Now, it's... I'm not thrilled that this is one of our hands, but we'll draw a 3 here. It's just math. And then 2 multed 3s could give us a better chance here. We leveled up 4 of a kind. We're cooked, guys. Unless literally math doesn't apply. In which case, anything could happen. Yeah, that's tough. Extra large blind cooked us there. And probably our own decisions as well, but I'm not ready to talk about that yet. What's next? Initial... I think we want to do this one so we can get some jokers for the boss, instead of just dying on the boss fight immediately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm telling you, and it might be that I've lost some brain cells this weekend. It's certainly been suggested. But I also think that there's a case to be made. I would just play it and fish for a flush next. There's a case to be made. I think there might have been like some kind of stealth patch came out over the weekend that was like, whatever hand they're looking for, make it less likely to get. Or I could take responsibility for my own actions, but that's tough to do. Okay. Well, we got lots to like here. Let's... Times 5 mults for every empty joker. I guess it's going to be times 4, but like plus 6 mults that is then times 4 is like insanely good. And maybe we, I don't even know, like engage in some jokerless behavior. Take a steal too. Steal cards are very important late game. And I'll level with you here. This would be a great time. It worked. So I genuinely think right now you could pretty much play anything. Which is good, because some hands are easier to play than others. The only thing is, Abstract Joker doesn't scale well. So, but that's almost a luxury. It means we could, like, replace it with almost anything. I feel like we go next, to get as much interest as possible. We'll still earn some money off of this, just from, like, the amount of hands left over. And I really think, you know, we saw what 2-pair could do for us last time. This is a great opportunity to basically buy nothing for a few rounds and just get your economy sorted. You know, we're at 24 bucks. Admittedly, you are hollow, but it's 10 mult times 4. Well, actually, you know what? This is like an enormous upgrade. Now it's 10 mult times 4. It's 40 mults. Especially if we never get another joker. I'm always willing to take a peek and see what we can get out of something like this. And just give me aces that are lucky. Why not? Pardon me, by the way. I got the burps. We'll compete yet again. Great news is that I really think it doesn't matter what we play for now. So we got time to, like, we don't have to rush at the first joker we see. We can get the economy running. I know I've said it 20 times. We can get the economy running. It's the economy, stupid, etc., etc. Let's just play a full house just so we know that we're gonna get there in one hand this time. And we can probably do the same thing on Ante 3. Like, I really don't think Ante 3 is gonna pose us many problems. It's after that the scaling might get a little tough. And, like, this is very nice. Really, really long term, we may indeed look at this and be like, okay, I don't know if 2 jokers is enough to get the job done. That's certainly fair. I'll take 2 random tarot cards. I'll take 1 random tarot card. And really looking for a joker that's going to completely transform your life. I know we got so much space, but the joker Stencil is doing a great job with that empty space right now. I'll skip. You never. If we can get jokers that change my life here, then I'll consider it. I'm skipping, bro. I'm not taking those 2. I know what I'm doing here seems insane, but you have to follow the logic of what we've been shooting for, right? Maybe here you'd go like 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, and you know you're probably good. What are we gonna destroy with Hanged Man, bro? We have no idea, actually. We have no idea whatsoever. To me, it seems like the kind of run where, like, we change our deck rather than our jokers. But first and foremost. Fool gives us the Emperor. Not a great card for us in this situation. Hanged Man. To me, we're probably not going to be playing too many straights. So you can choose to destroy... Like, why not destroy 2 and 6? And then use strength to level up a 2 and a 7. Just trying to create, like, more aggregate in a few ranks in the deck. It's really hard not to just hermit it up. Even with, I mean, again, you're going to say, what about the empty Joker space? I look at it like the opposite way. I look at it as like that Joker space is like an asset for us. So we do one discard. That's exactly what we wanted to see. This full house presumably gets us there. Maybe it's a great time to buy planets and focus on like a full house build. For better cards showing up more often would be nice. We don't really want to make a Joker polychrome. They're already chilling. So let's see what we got. Creates a rare Joker, sets money to 0. Adds negative to a random Joker, -1 hand size. That's enormous. I can't use it. Oh, because they're already rocking stuff. No, it would have been a sick time to have another Joker, but how could I have known? It's polychrome to it. You're already polychrome, aren't you? Oh, no, you're... Well, if I can make you polychrome... Now, hang on. Sell this, lad, and go... You can't. It's already foil. So I guess it just can't overwrite, huh? Well, that's pretty horrible for us, just being honest. I sold a pretty good Joker for no reason. But hey, we might get to create a tarot card from time to time. So there's that. And Earth is full house. The aliens figuring out what planet has the worst TV show of all time. I'm going Spectral Pack again, even though like at this point you got to feel like it's kind of against my better judgment. Destroyed a king and given us several enhanced cards. No repeat hand types this round. I'm going to be the first guy to say that doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably just gets us there. It was not even close. If anything, we have 2 2s, 4 jacks left. Don't discard jacks. Tarot card is a star. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Jack for a straight flush. I don't think I should have sold that Joker earlier, guys. I think that was a mistake. But we kind of swagged up on the high card Jack, so... Anything could happen, guys. Anything could happen. We got $40 in our pocket. Everything's free. Now, you give us chips for every card in deck. We do need... I mean, we need Jokers at this point. Which is frustrating, because every Joker that we buy is necessarily going to make us a little weaker. But there are good trade-offs. I mean, like, when we're not playing, like, insanely good hands, who cares that we're multiplying the mult by 5? You know what I mean? Maybe we'd be better off having some chips to work with. This should make something in the shop free. No? Okay. That's my bad. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm going to compete. Even though we don't get money we don't get rewards, we'll still get some interest off of this. Is this enough? A full house is like the only thing we're shooting for. I feel like it's an easy way to ensure that your build fails is to only have one hand type and have no fixing, pardon me, to create that hand type. Earth. Always, anytime they're talking about planets and Earth comes up, it's like seeing yourself on television or something. I'm like, hey, that's us, man. Let's go 2 pair. If we miss full house, 2 pair might be like a fallback. 7 or 2. Let's add a 2. It is wild, which is decent. 2, 2, 2. We'll do discard first. We have our full house, though. Creates up to 2 planet cards. Well, creates up to 1 planet card, but I'm okay with that. Look at this, man. 4 of a kind, but a lucky full house as well. I feel like the lucky card is the only card that doesn't lie in its probability. I know that it's just like observer bias, but when I try the wheel and it says 1 in 4 and it doesn't work, I'm like, it never works. When I do lucky card and it says 1 in 5, I feel like it works 50% of the time. Don't quote me on that. It's not... It's just... It's probably just the effect of it being observed, but still. All we want to play is full house. This is one of those times where you have to be like, don't be stupid. We have lots of 8s left in the deck. Lots of 5s left in the deck. So dump, 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 dump. That'll be the other half of our like full house connection. We do have a straight. We don't play straights. We play full house. Magician. Okay, why don't you become a lucky card? You know, I hate to spend the steel card, but... Oh, we don't have to spend the steel card. We don't have to spend the steel card. What did I tell you? Plus 20 mult, bro. It literally lies. It works every time. Bet the farm on the lucky cards. You will get the payout. Not the money, but the mult. Listen, at this point, what do you got for me? It does add to mult, which then gets multiplied, but I gotta feel like maybe we're getting a little light on the... We're getting a little heavy in the joker space. We really need to add like negative jokers. Rare? I gotta do this for interest and then get a rare joker later. Like skip the next one. If we feel like we can handle the boss blind, which admittedly like I didn't even look at. You can also get sold to generate like ×3 instead of ×2. You're very nice. Well, if we're ripping packs, start ripping the packs to see if you get a free tarot card. You've broken my heart, sir. You've broken my heart. I do like it's an expensive voucher though. I think it's sell time, buy time. This mult plus this mult, then ×2 is gonna be... That's gonna be something for us. Playing a full house sets money to 0! Okay. Have it your way, bro. I'll tell you what, because we got this banana, give me 20 mult off the lucky card. It works every time. Now, if I have to play a lucky... If I have to play a full house, we play a full house. You know, it's better to not lose. But if we don't have to play a full house, like if we could play a 4 of a kind or something instead, if they would... What about a 2 pair? And then we could play a flush house, maybe? I don't know if that counts as a full house. Club me, club me, club me. Club me, club me. Say that you'll club me. I don't care about anything but you. That's good enough. Okay, we're cooking. And we didn't get our money to set to 0, which means we could probably buy a rare joker here. Please be a good rare joker. ×3 mult if you have at least 16 enhanced cards in your deck. I'm just going to level with you boys. We're going to get there. It might take us a minute. Trust the process here. Now we should... Even just 1 card being enhanced, that's something. And we have many jacks and many 5s. Let's enhance a 5. Enhanced cards are the be-all, end-all. Now you're what? 10 mult, 8 mult if the hand contains a pair. Now here's the problem. You are currently ×0. That's pretty bad. Or not ×0, ×1. We need to do these battles and like basically I think get this over with as quickly as possible. Like get 16 enhanced cards in the deck as soon as possible so that our score doesn't suffer forever. Because it's suffering right now, let me tell you. At some point, are we going to be stupid or are we going to be smart? You should fish for full houses, bro. You've upgraded full houses. You've done your part. You know what you're looking for. There you go, a full house. Who would have thought? It's level 8. You got to commit, man. Don't get lost in outer space trying to figure out like what the best hand is. The best hand is the one you bought 8 planets for throughout the game so far. $3. 10s and 4s get better. We need the Arcana. I don't know why I was even second guessing myself. And what you could do we have many 6s? 4 6s? How about 10s? 3 10s, 3 kings. Take the 10 and convert it into a wild 2. Now we have 11 enhanced cards. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. I don't care. I'm discarding 9s because we get a tarot card. Empress. That's 2 more enhanced cards. And you thought I was messing around. A full house exists. Guess what, my friends? How many 7s we got in this bad boy? 3. And how many 6s? 2. 4. Okay. 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You get enhanced. Is this good enough? It should be. I'd love to buy more planets too. But, oh no, it's not even close to good enough. What are you talking about? Should be. 2 8s remain. 1 4 remains. So you're how many 5s? 5 5s remain. You're toast. Oh, we already have a full house. What are you doing? How many 2s? 5 2s? Okay, throw the 4s then. Even though we lose out on some mult in the process. 2 2. We know 5s are crazy for us. 2s are crazy for us. We're happy to have drawn the 5 so we could keep the steel too. Now I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to have to cut this one in media res, boys. Just the way of the world. I got to go pick up my kid. But first, the way you don't want to hear if you're the kid. But first, any chance we get like an enhanced? You're enhanced with luck. You're double enhanced. How many 10s we got? 2 10s? This doesn't count as enhanced, which is annoying. Honestly, I'd rather take a lucky card. I think like... I don't know. After play or discard, you draw 3 cards. That's something we should keep an eye on. So we didn't draw full house. I think you could discard 2 to draw 3. You can discard 3 to draw 3. We want to keep 5s because there's so many. We can discard 3 to draw 3. I mean, it's the math is mathing, bro. You just got to trust the process. Now, here's the issue, okay? Please give me the mults. It did not work that time. The irony. I was just going to say, you're not drawing like enough cards to replace the cards that you're playing anymore. Or maybe the video is not going to end in media res. Maybe it's going to end when it dies, which I think I did it to myself. If I could like retrofit, I mean, I'm just throwing this even though there's no chance that works. Is it better than 2 pair? Probably not. But at least it does get the glass. I don't know. But it's a 4. Oh, but we don't have a full house anyway. So if I could commit to anything in terms of like taking responsibility for my actions, I think we overcommitted to Joker Stencil. We got hooked on the sweet sucralose of free multiples, and then we added Jokers because, you know, we're used to adding Jokers, and then the mult crashed, and I wasn't able to adjust in time. So I apologize, but I'm telling you, it's a hard game. Especially because if you ever play a flush build, people will beat you to death with hammers. Hey, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps us a great deal, and I will see you next time. See ya!